Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Weekly with Coach V. I am outside once more, out doing my walk for walking for talking. But today is special because I have a special guest joining us for Weekly with Coach V. And that's my dad, my number one fan. And we're going to talk about scheduling your yes. So years ago, I read this book, and the book was called The Four Agreements. I believe heavily in taking the meat and throwing away the bone. And this was a pretty good book. But one of the agreements, which basically the book was about if you live your life by 4 ways that you'll be successful. And one of the agreements I totally agree with, and it is to be impeccable with your word. So when you ask, well, okay, what exactly does impeccable mean? Impeccable means utilizing something to the highest standard of the highest standard of excellence, I'll say. That's probably the best way to put it. And so I was taught as a young child to always allow my, what, Dad?
Your word, your bond.
Exactly.
If you give your word to somebody, live up to it, because if you don't, you just broke your bond. And people don't care much for you if you give your word and you're not there. If you give your word to somebody, you're supposed to. If you say, I'm going to call you at 10 o'clock, hey, make sure you're on that phone about 5 or 10, or no later than 10. Even if you had to step on the line about 5 after 10, but make it so close that it'll work.
Thank you. So what that means, like my dad, I was raised in a household where he would always tell me, your word is your bond. If you said it, you better do it. And I was raised like that. A lot of people may not know, but that's actually Matthew, the 5th chapter, the 33rd through the 37th verses. And it talks about keeping your word. And when I'm saying be impeccable with your word, I was talking to somebody a little while ago and they were like, oh, well, I meant to do it and I had every intention on doing it, but I didn't schedule my yes. And I thought that was an interesting phrase, and I told him I was going to steal it and use it for one of my Weekly with Coach V's, because scheduling your yes is important. If you said you're going to do something, it's your business to make that happen. If you don't, what you're doing is your word is not your bond. And what did you say? What happens when your word is nothing, Dad?
It's just not working. You done broke your promise, and your bond ain't worth a dime.
Right.
Because you said, hey, I'm going to do this. You didn't do this, so what that make it? That make you a liar outright.
Exactly. So again, as people take it very lightly. I don't think that people are consistent with keeping their word. I don't think that, as my dad said, many people's word is worth a dime these days. But it's important to learn how to schedule your yes. If you said you were going to do something, don't just say it and then take no thought about it. You may have to schedule it. If you said you're going to do something for someone, schedule it. If you said you're going to be somewhere, schedule it. If you said you're going to support something, schedule it. Learn how to schedule your yes, because last time I checked and the last time I learned from my dad, your word is your bond. So until next time, I want you to have a fantastic week, and always remember to believe, move, grow. Thanks for coming,
Thank
Dad.
you. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy your day.
Thanks, Dad. Bye, guys.